Alright, welcome to Second Chance Records, where we're going to go through this batch of vinyl. As you can see, we've got some hair, some dirt, little bits of stuff down here, and the Thin Lizzy. So I am going to show you how we go from these to this. Hello, my name is Alex, and I am here on behalf of Second Chance Records to show you how we clean the vinyl before it goes on the floor in the store. Now, Second Chance Records is a used record store, so we focus on cleaning up and restoring the vinyl, both to kind of rehome it and get some great records in people's collections, and also to keep it from ending up in the dump. So today, I'm going to show you, we're just going to clean this Thin Lizzy. And as you saw in the intro video, there was cat hair and all sorts of stuff on there. And so what we first do is we take the vinyl out. Now I'm going to use the SpinClean cleaning system, which is a pretty basic idea, but it works really well, and it keeps the album labels from getting too wet or damaged, and I find it's very sufficient. So the SpinClean directions are to go through 3 full rotations each direction, but I actually have found that I do 10 each direction, and then I do that 2 times. So alright, so the reason it looked like I spend it so long is it takes me about 3 spins to make 1 full rotation. So now that I've gotten that, I'm going to make sure there's no drips on the label, and I'm going to set the record aside for just a sec. Now usually I work on batches of about 8 or so at a time. You don't want to get too many because then you start getting covers and vinyl all over everywhere. But I usually allow the record to sit for about 5 minutes or so before it goes through again. So we'll be right back. Alright, great. So we've let the record sit for a little bit. This is what I think is the magic part, is actually just giving it a little time. It either allows the water to seep in and loosen stuff up, or I don't know exactly what physically is happening, but the second time you go through, you tend to get more off of the record. So here we'll go for another 10 rotations each way. Now that it has gone through here 40 times, basically, with a little break in between, it now goes into the Humminguru, which this is an affordable unit. By the way, we're not affiliated with either of these brands, they're just what we use. The Humminguru is like a $500 thing. It's cool, it fits in your record cabinet. And you just put distilled water in here with a little bit of some emulsifier, they call it, to break up the water tension. And then you put the record in, and we set the cycle. And so what this will do is it will rotate the record through the water while blasting it with sonic sound waves. Cool, right, for cleaning a record. That will vibrate down into the grooves and get rid of even more dirt if we haven't gotten rid of it through this. The other reason I like to use this at the end is it tends to give the record that nice kind of new record polish and gets off like most fingerprints and things like that. Then after it vibrates the junk off of the record, It then dries the record, which kind of blows off any remaining dust. And so we will start it and let it go through its process. This is the part that ends up taking the most time in the record cleaning process, because this takes about 15 minutes to go through its little cycle here. But while it's doing its thing, I'm going to put up the SpinClean. Very noisy as it's sending in its sound waves. And now I'm going to clean up the outer sleeve and put everything in a plastic sleeve and get it ready for the store. Fortunately, this record is in pretty good shape. Just got a little goober of something on there, so I'm probably just going to wipe it down with a nice moist cloth and let it dry out. So I'll be right back. Alright, now the Humminguru has been through its cycle and the vinyl is clean. We've wiped off the cover and it's looking good. So then it gets a new sleeve. And then its original inner sleeve and any other extra goodies also go in here. Very nice. And then we also put it in a brand new paper sleeve. So this record is looking great. Now ready to go on the floor. But actually, before it goes on the floor, we then listen to the record. Make sure there's no pops or scratches or anything like that. And, if there's something that we think you should be aware of, we write it on a little note as well. So, thank you very much. If you're interested in finding out more tips and tricks, watch the next video where I do this all just a little bit more in depth. Enjoy your record listening, and see you next time at Second Chance Records. Bye, everybody. Alright, so here we have the clean Thin Lizzy, and as you can see, looking pretty good. Much different scene. And cover is looking a little sharper. So, great. Take it easy, everybody.